Incredible flavours, even better stories. One pour, 10 minutes. Aussie bourbon lovers sharing bourbon with Australia.
It took longer than necessary.
Yeah, but at the edit, we just kind of go straight into it. So don't worry, that's behind the scenes. What are we having tonight, H?
Great pop. We're having a Maker's Mark, but we're having a Maker's Mark Private Select, which, what does that mean, Dave? You tell us.
Well, the Maker's Mark Private Select is kind of following on from the 46 thing, but basically what it means is that groups and clubs and individuals and stuff can go in and they can pick the staves that they put in instead of just the 1046 French oak staves into a barrel of makers, and they put it in the limestone cave. Wow, you got all the story in the first 20 seconds.
Yeah.
All right, thanks for listening.
A version of a 46, but a personalised one. Cheers.
Cheers. This one is selected, they say hand-selected by Whiskey Hunt Australia, so an Australian group of, in this
Whiskey
case,
lovers?
fellas all went over and did this one.
Yeah, let's see what flavours that. It's great that they can. Well, it's not. They can't go wrong. It's a Maker's Mark.
It's makersy makers, yeah.
But let's see what flavours they've kind of gone for, because you read all those beautiful names of the staves they put in, because they finish regular makers.
Go on, do the whole lot. Let's go through the whole process. How do they do it?
Yeah, they regular Maker's Mark. It's been in the barrel, comes out, then
they rotate it up and down. It's rotated halfway through its life. It was on a bottom rack. It goes up to the top.
But when it gets to the normal, what would be your normal standard Maker's Mark, they pop the top off and put all these different staves in. And they obviously have a very select ones for their 46. But in this case, you can go in and select whether you want like a French oak one. Or
Can I tell you what this one is?
Yeah, tell us what it is.
They put in 4 of the Baked American Pure 2, 1 of the Seared French Cuvée, 4 of the Maker's 46, so that's the one that goes into Maker's 46, and then 1 of the Roasted French Médiante.
Oh,
I don't know how to say a lot of those words. Yeah. Oh, wait, have I read it backwards? I've read it backwards. That's weird how the numbers are like that. Sorry. Disregard everything I said.
Which is the case when Dave talks most of the time.
Instead, they put in 0 of the Baked American Pure 2. They put in 4 of the Seared French Cuvée, 1 of the Maker's 46, 1 of the Roasted French Médiante, and 1 of the Toasted French Spice.
Oh.
Can I be forgiven if you're watching on YouTube, just the print on that has put the number really close to the one that's the wrong. It's just the way the print happened.
But it's directionality, Dave. It's all about directionality. I forgive your error because the
I'll
number
accept
is
all criticism. Please email helen@aussiebourbonnoise.com.
What are you getting on the nose, Dave?
Interestingly, that roasted, the thing that we said roasted, there's a few others have the word roasted and baked.
Yeah.
Roasted and toasted. I'm getting a lot of roasty and toasty notes. It's worth noting that they left this in the rickhouse longer. There's a story, I don't know the whole story, where they kind of went, no, let's let it go a bit longer. Yeah. And so it's...
Well, that would explain
it's got extra oak on it.
It's quite a dark colour, and you definitely get oak on the nose. Like there's that...
it's all the Maker's Mark stuff, by the way.
Yeah, but like it's one of those when you get that damp cave smell.
Damp
cave smell.
Damp cave. It's an unusual note for you, even for you. Damp cave.
Back in caveman days.
Wow, it's just H is quite a bit older than me. I didn't know she was that much older.
You don't need to get rude about it.
Come on then.
But I'm getting oaky dampness on the nose. What are you getting flavour-wise?
She asked me that as I'd barely got the glass to my lips and finished her question before any liquid had touched any part of my mouth. She was stitching me up. That was a genuine stitch up.
Sorry, Dave. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So it's super. That is super.
It's like woody.
For a Maker's Mark, this has got a lot of oak on it.
Yeah, which isn't like your regular Makers, I find, is a lot sweeter than that. That's very oaky.
Wow.
You like it? You can't just go on one taste though. You've got to go back.
Yeah, okay, all right. I'll go back for another one. Yep.
Go back for another.
On the nose, it's got all the things you like about Makers, right? It's got the cherry, honey, kind of like caramelly stuff, and you definitely get that mouthfeel that you love from the weeded Makers thing. It's heavy on your tongue. It's creamy, all that good stuff.
Oh, yeah, around the sides of your mouth.
There is an unmakersy amount of oak on that.
But would that be the age?
Is it the stave selection?
Oh, yeah.
Is it
Stave
the-
selection or the amount of what proof?
Is it maybe both? Because this is this great thing, right, about barrel picks of any kind, is that you can get 2 or 3 different barrel picks from 2 or 3 different pickers or clubs or people who are making a decision from exactly the same distillery, and
They're so different.
they're really different, but it's the one kind of expression or whatever, but they're picking single barrels, or they're doing this thing where they're, putting in.
Yeah, but they're also
The
picking
different
what they
stave profile.
like.
Well, this is it. Picking what they like or picking what they think their audience or fans or whatever like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is 112.4 proof. What's that compared to a normal Maker's? I wonder.
Like as in what, like off the
Like-
shelf?
like,
Makers is
yeah.
always 90 proof. So
90 proof. So this is
45%.
like a lot.
Yeah, but for the private selects are like
Oh,
always
yeah.
going to be like that. And I think that's probably about right for cask strength, isn't it?
Yeah.
I can probably see that. Oh, yeah, that cask strength up there is 109. So, yeah, it's in
Yeah.
the range. Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I just was wondering because it doesn't, like it definitely has more oaky notes, but it doesn't necessarily come across as high proof. Sometimes when you have a high proof one, but that, like Makers is good like that in that it's not going to, it doesn't burn you.
So I philosophically have a thing about supporting Australian groups and brands and companies doing barrel picks because unlike in the US, we don't have a huge number of people who do barrel picks here.
Yeah, or who can
it's
bring
far away
ones
and
out,
it's
yeah.
expensive to bring the barrels, the bottles back and all that kind of stuff. So I love it. And so when I see barrel picks, I'll often buy a couple of bottles.
Yeah, we love to try.
Untasted. And
Yeah, I know. It's a bit like
you're
a
rolling the
lottery.
dice a bit. Yeah.
Because sometimes you're like, it's going to be one, like it's always very sad when it's one you absolutely love because you're never getting another bottle.
Well, unless you get a sleeper like Majoline's Woodford.
Oh, yes. That
Which
was-
no one knew about, and I've had 6 bottles of that or something. That's been such a win for me because I don't know if anyone else knows
It's one of Dave's
how much
favourite
I
bottles.
like that single barrel of Joline's. That is the Joline's pick.
Yeah. They did a
Boy,
pic
those guys did a
from
good job.
Woodford, yeah. That was amazing.
Oh,
But don't tell everyone now, Dave,
No, it's-
because now
surely
the
it's gone.
secret's
It
out of the
must have-
bag.
must
Not
have
everyone will
gone.
go and order a bottle and you won't have any more.
oh my goodness. Makes me even happier that I like going to Joline's in Sydney.
Yeah. But if you
Right.
do like a nice oaky bourbon, I would recommend this one
Yeah.
because it's got that definite like oaky finish, like aged. I think some people, yeah.
It's not toasted as in, you have a toasted barrel finish. That's not what I'm talking about here.
No,
For
no.
me, and I know sometimes you can say that you can get your toasted notes, like your toasty, woody
Yeah.
notes and stuff. I don't usually get them like this. This is a really interesting.
It definitely leaves that
Oaky
oaky
experience.
finish, yeah.
Yep.
And for people who love the oaky finish, this would be great.
Great one. Yep.
Yeah.
And it's fun as well because this is certainly what this private selection process is for, right? It's like how unique can we make
Oh, yeah.
all the different expressions of like all the different experiences of makers in these small small releases. Yeah.
I'd love to try this in a lineup with all like your regular makers, your 46, your
Well, settle in. I'll get you some glasses.
farm.
They're all
No,
up
but
there.
like just when you taste it next to the same stuff that's had the same ingredients, but it's just had a different barrel experience.
Yeah, I mean,
I think that's fun. I love doing that.
on my bucket list is to, and I think it's on yours as well, is to go and do this because
One day, Dave.
that process
gig.
that they do is they go into that little room off the side of the cellar, or they do it by the lodge as well, by the lake, I think.
Yeah, there's a few different places.
But you can sit in there and you taste what each of the staves does.
Yep.
And then you kind of mix and match to try to work out what you want your barrel to do.
But also true,
it'd be
like, you
fun.
have to,
Wouldn't
like-
that be fun?
Yeah, you have to pick. But you're not guaranteed what it will come out tasting
No,
like. So
you're
that's
not.
also part of the fun. It's like, are you trying to go for strong vanillas or you're trying to go for, strong toasty flavors or that oakiness? And then you would aim for one and depending on the weather and how long it's in there and all those things is going to depend on. And I always think, when do they pick when it's right to go? Because I know when it gets close, they taste it, sometimes daily to make sure they get the
For
exact
this
flavour
one.
they want.
Well,
yeah.
in this case, the guys had tasted it and said, no, let it sit. We're going to
Bit
leave it
longer.
longer. So that's interesting. I didn't know you could do that.
Oh, wow. That's
Anyway,
cool.
this is cool, a whole new learning experience. Here's a fun question, Mark.
Oh, question or fun fact?
And that's a question. What temperature do you think the inside of that cellar has been? You've been in there a few times.
Oh, it's nice and
They
cool.
use dynamite, they blow out the side of the
Cave.
hill, and they create this cave that's the cellar for 46 and what they do here and now what is cellar age.
Definitely cool. Is it like 15 degrees in there or like?
It's not 15 degrees, but that
you know
you've
what it
helped
is?
me because I do know what it is.
Oh,
And in
'cause
fact,
I can't remember.
I was
should.
told, you were told at the same time I was told,
I know.
but I recently listened back to the recording of us being told. And I went 10 degrees.
Oh.
I don't think it's that cold.
No, I said 15.
I know, but it is 10 degrees.
Oh, see, I was close. Damn. I was going to say 10 and then I was like, it wasn't that cold
It
in
seems
there. But
quite-
that,
A cave's 10 degrees.
yeah, my memory didn't fail me. I doubted myself, Dave.
I've been in there on a hot day, and
I thought 10 degrees and then I said 15 because I
I
was
nearly
like-
gave you a chance to guess again, but this isn't really the temperature podcast, is it? It's more about the...
it's more about the bourbon. But it's made differently because that is. I imagine the cave means it doesn't go in and out of the barrel as much, right?
This is exactly what it's
Yeah.
for. Well, here's to caves and 10 degrees and to trying versions and expressions of things you think you know well and seeing how they differ.
Bring more bourbon to Australia.
Yeah, thanks, Whiskey Hunt. Cheers.
Cheers.
Thanks for listening. Make sure you're connected with us on TikTok, Instagram and YouTube, and stay connected with us by clicking subscribe on your favourite podcast app.